All right, folks, great game of pool. They're going to be having that pool tournament coming up on Sunday as that benefit will be underway for Robert Sally and his fiancee Helen. Please, if you get a chance, stop by and maybe even shoot around and relax a little bit and definitely kick in some money to help Bay and his fiancee. Now, Dave Pasquale and I, as promised, we're going to talk a little NFL. But before we do, Glove Dropper Blood Orange IPA. This is a confrontation between Sly Fox and Rivertown. Rivertown I know extremely well, part of that Coombs Market Cafe up there with Kristen Calandra on McKnight Road, as a lot of these beers are, but you can get them here on tap. You've got Rivertown, as I mentioned, and also you've got Blue Point Blueberry, you've got Stone Go IPA, which is an IPA, Trogs. East End, Gary Nut Brown Ale, it's here. Stone Sparkling Wheaton Wool Stout, Kentucky Blackberry Porter. They've got Woodchuck here, a Russell Rail Working Stout, Southern Trek Thick Mount Stout. They've got Petrucci Brothers right here in New Brighton, Lancaster Strawberry Wheat, Blue Moon, Newcastle Brown Ale, and of course Icy Light and the Bat Blue. And of course Eddie Shewalk. They've been doing it since his family began in 1950. Virginia Avenue in Rochester, they are still helping them out in a big way. Now, before we get into what we're going to be talking about, I want to remind you that Rock Pratte Sunday will start at 5 a.m. with CBS Radio News, world headlines, and of course, we give you a chance to talk about everything making news. And of course, our president, Mr. Trump, now that 100 days will have come and gone this Saturday, what lies ahead for his administration, and the AccuWeather forecast. We will be checking that as well. Sports news, of course, you've got Pirates baseball, Penguins hockey, the NBA playoffs are underway, the PGA Tour, NASCAR, I've got it all. 7 o'clock, Doug Oster and Jessica Wallacey, your organic gardeners. 8 o'clock, it's Cinco de Mayo. That's right, folks. We're going to be talking all your favorite Cinco de Mayo recipes with Joe and Frank Dentisi. Heffron Tillotson, Your Money and You. Jamie Meredith, Belinda Schlagenhop will be on the air. Jim Meredith enjoying a well-deserved day off. And then the sports show that you've come to know and love, the Coombs Market Black and Gold Sunday Show, with yours truly, Greg Diolis, just back from the draft. We'll be talking to him, Bob Dvorak, Ted Arnott in the NFL, and Bruce Tanner will be talking Pirate baseball. The Bucks are off until tomorrow night, coming off that 6-5 win against the Cubs yesterday. Josh Harrison had himself a leadoff homer in the bottom of the first. They go on to win. Wade LeBlanc gets the save, and Tyler Glasnow, 9 stars, still hasn't got a win yet. Bucks got a well-deserved day off. Tomorrow it's Miami. You'll hear the 93.7 The Fan. Speaking of Miami, the proposed deal between former Governor Jeb Bush and a partnership with a whole lot of folks, including Derek Jeter, the former Yankee, about buying this team for $1.3 billion. It may have hit a snag, so keep listening for more details on that about them trying to buy the Miami Marlins. Well, we're going to buy into the NFL, and let's face it, folks, when it comes to the draft, it is truly one of my favorite couple of days on television. It all starts tonight at 8 o'clock, NFL Network, ESPN. I kind of have this thing with the NFL Network. I love what they do, and Charlie Castleman is one of the reasons, former GM of the Washington Redskins. Now, these are the first 32 selections, and I'm just going to kind of go through them and give me some of your thoughts, Dave. He has got the Myles Garrett, the defensive end, Texas A&M, going number 1 to the Cleveland Browns.
Well, almost a consensus pick as the best available athlete in the draft. And, if I were Pittsburgh and had the opportunity to draft, I'd like to have him too, but he'll be even longer, of course, by the time the Pittsburgh gets to number 30.
All right, Solomon Thomas out of Stanford, the second selection taken by the San Francisco 49ers.
I don't know much about him.
Another defensive end.
Yeah, I haven't seen what his credentials are or know much about what San Francisco's needs are. But obviously, I'm sure it's something big.
All right, and you've got Jamal Adams. He's a safety, the third selection to the Chicago Bears.
Again, these teams obviously are addressing the most critical needs that they have in this first round, and it's hard for to determine based on their collegiate careers if those skills are going to fit them for what's coming in the NFL.
All right, now this is where it gets interesting, and this is just trending over the last couple of days. The Browns, who already have a slew of picks, okay, bumping up in that 4th position to take a quarterback, an Ohio kid from the University of North Carolina, Mitch Trubisky.
Trubisky, yes. A little bit of a surprise to me because they're passing up Deshaun Kaiser from Notre Dame. And
you like him?
I do like him, yeah. I think he's talented. He's got the tools. He's got a good, strong arm, and He can run if he needs to. He doesn't do it that often, but he can if he needs to. And I love the kid from Clemson. I love watching from Clemson. He's the RG3 type in that mold, and I think that he probably is going to serve somebody pretty well in that position. As long as he stays healthy, of course.
Mike Williams, he of course the wide receiver, Clemson, with Tennessee at number 5, and the Jets. And let's face it, just down the street, many years ago, Joe Willie Namath built his father a home. It still sits there today, and of course across the old 10th Street Bridge, Beaver Falls New Brighton Bridge, is where Joe Namath claimed out his little piece of history, and they're still talking about Broadway Joe today. But number 6, the Jets, talking about running back out of LSU. He's a north-south runner, big kid, Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, watched him all through his college career, and big, strong running back. Looks tailor-made for the NFL. The kind of running back that you look at is one that's going to be able to hold himself together because of his size and his ability and talents.
All right, number 7, the new LA Chargers. Jonathan Allen, another defensive end out of Alabama. What is it with all these defensive ends? Are they realizing that's such a significant part of any successful team that's become as big as a running back or maybe even a quarterback, if you will, on the defensive side of the football?
Well, I think the NFL is attuned to the fact that it all starts with defense. You know, if you can't stop that opponent, you're going to have troubles winning football games in the NFL.
All right, it will be Carolina at number 8, Christian McCaffrey, a running back out of Stanford. Hassan Reddick, Temple, he of course a linebacker to the Bengals at number 9. Marshawn Lattimore, Ohio State, cornerback number 10 to the Bills. Marlon Humphrey, Alabama. He, of course, a cornerback to the New Orleans Saints at number 11, who recently picked up Adrian Peterson. Deshaun Watson for the Jacksonville Jaguars out of Clemson, and you like him too.
I think this kid has got his head on his shoulders, proper attitude, the kind of football player that I think has the potential to excel. He certainly has all the tools. I'd like to see him a little bit bigger, but I think with his ability he's got a good strong arm, and I think with his ability to run, I think he's going to do well.
All right, number 13, the Arizona Cardinals, Corey Davis, Western Michigan wide receiver, the speedster, 4.2 40-yard dash at the Combines out of Washington. He, of course, at number 14, who Philadelphia, and then you've got O.J. Howard, the tight end out of Alabama, going to the Colts. You've got the Ravens picking up Reuben Foster, a linebacker out of Alabama.
Yeah, again, you mentioned Alabama several times in the first round, and I think if they're coming to Alabama, odds are that they're probably going to play football on Sunday.
Real good chance. Okay, and you've got Malik Hooker up at 17 from Ohio State going to the Redskins. He is a safety. And then you have got it, number 18, Derek Barnett, Tennessee defensive end. Number 19 to Tampa Bay, Delvin Cook out of Florida State, a running back. And Ryan Remzig out of Wisconsin, a defensive tackle, going to Denver at number 20. Charlie Harris, Missouri, an outside linebacker going to Detroit. T.J. Watt, Wisconsin, outside linebacker to the Miami Dolphins at number 22. So there it is again, another outside linebacker.
Absolutely. When you get to number 30, and start talking about the Steelers, you're going to find that just from the standpoint of their needs, they're addressing them, and I think they're concentrating on cornerbacks and linebackers.
All right, and now we go to Utah, offensive tackle, number 23 to the New York Giants, Garrett Rolls, Florida, Gerard Davis, the Raiders, number 24, where Marshawn Lynch is going to be running the football this coming fall for the team that he grew up idolizing. That'll be a big boost to Mark Davis and the Raiders.
Absolutely. I don't know if they're going to be as formidable as they have been in the past, but they're going to be better than they were last year.
All right, number 25, let's move along here. Cam Robinson, Alabama, offensive tackle. Tre'Davious White, LSU, cornerback. He at number 26 to Seattle. Kansas City, Zach Cunningham, Vanderbilt linebacker. Kevin King, 28, Jerry Jones, Cowboys, Washington, quarterback. Aubrey Jackson, USC, cornerback to the Packers. To Crease McKinley, UCLA, Tom Bradley, the former Penn State defensive coach, now the defensive coach with the Bruins. The Steelers projected to take him in the 30th selection, according to Charlie Castleleg. Number 31, Taco Charlton. He in there with Atlanta, Michigan defensive end. And then number 32, it is Patrick Mahomes. He's the quarterback from Texas. And yes, he's another guy that the Steelers have looked at.
The Steelers, I think, in the mock draft, they're talking about taking the edge rusher, and I think that is one of the areas that they need to address. But I think even more so than that, the corners are critical for the Steelers. They've got to shape up that pass defense ability this year in order for them to really challenge for the Super Bowl. If they don't do that, I don't think they have a shot.
Texas Tech, as I mentioned, Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Kaiser, Notre Dame, Mitch Trubisky from the University of North Carolina, Deshaun Watson, Clemson. Everybody's looking at the quarterbacks. Your argument would be why the Steelers should take a quarterback when so many people are saying, no, not this year. You have another year or two before you have to do that. I think the time is right now because you've got so much talent, and there's a chance for one of those that I just mentioned to slip through the cracks to where you might not have to do anything, and they could be sitting there at number 30.
I think obviously Roethlisberger is on the downside of his career. Maybe he has another year. I doubt he'll have to. And I think the Steelers need to address that position because they don't have. Landry Jones is an okay quarterback. I don't think he's the kind of quarterback that can take the Steelers to the Super Bowl in the absence of Ben Roethlisberger.
He's not the future.
No, he's not the future at all. And that's why I think they should be thinking seriously about a quarterback. Now's the time to do it because they have the luxury of testing the waters with a new quarterback. And I think if Deshaun Kaiser or Deshaun Watson were available at number 30 pick, I think they'd be crazy enough to take them. Best available athlete has always been the Steelers' mantra, and I think when you get to number 30, I think if those guys are still around, I think they will be the best available.
All right, going to head off to Quigley Catholic to my daughter's play, and then somehow, some way, I'll reappear later tonight in the Pratte gym and kind of give you an update on the draft, and then we'll have much more throughout the weekend. Don't forget to join us on the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday show this week, and yes, all weekend long, 93.7 The Fan, Steelers.com, also a great way to keep up with the black and gold. Have a great rest of your day. Good afternoon from Jimmy K's in New Brighton.